In July 1979, in a sweltering theatre hall in Baghdad, Saddam Hussein summoned his closest allies. But what unfolded that day was no ordinary meeting. It was a chilling public purge that would shock Iraq and change history forever. Who was betrayed? What secrets were forced into the open? And how did Saddam tighten his grip on power in the most brutal way imaginable? Stay with me, because this story is darker and more shocking than you think. It's Iraq, 1979. The sweltering July heat presses down on Baghdad, the temperature soaring close to 40 degrees Celsius. Inside a local theatre hall, a tense crowd of party members gathers. They have been summoned by the new president, Saddam Hussein. He has been in power for less than a week, but already the message is clear. Iraq is his now, and no one will challenge him. The hall is heavy with anticipation, the air almost suffocating. Finally, Saddam takes the stage. He doesn't rush. There's no need. He shuffles his papers, scans his notes, and the silence grows heavier. Then, before he even speaks, one of his men appears beside him, delivering a chilling announcement. A conspiracy has been uncovered, a plot against Saddam, against Iraq itself. The guilty, right here in this very room. A wave of shock freezes the crowd. Eyes dart nervously, hearts pound. The president is in total control. Suddenly, Saddam calls a man forward. A tall, slender figure stepping slowly down the aisle. This is Muhi Abd al-Hussein, a powerful member of the Revolutionary Command Council. Not long ago, he opposed Saddam in a meeting, and that opposition has cost him dearly. Muhi stands behind the microphone and begins to confess. He admits to masterminding the plot to overthrow Saddam. The crowd listens, stunned, but what they don't see is the brutal truth behind his words. Torture, threats. His wife and daughter used as leverage in unspeakable ways. His confession is a forced lie, one spoken to save his family. When Muhi finishes, Saddam finally speaks. Calm, measured, he lights a thick Cuban cigar, savoring the moment. Then he asks the crowd a single question. What should be done to these traitors? The answer hangs in the air, then breaks out in nervous, desperate applause. There is no other way than the sword. One by one, Saddam reads names aloud. Each name called means standing up, reciting the party's slogan, and leaving the room. No one knows where they are going or what awaits beyond the door, but everyone understands the unspoken threat. 68 names. 68 people rise, one after another, swallowed by fear and uncertainty. One man protests, claiming innocence, but Saddam ignores him. He repeats the instructions coldly. Stand, say the slogan, leave. The man lowers his head and walks out, swallowed by the shadows of the unknown. When the last name is called, Saddam smiles, thanks the remaining crowd for their loyalty, and the hall erupts into a tense, desperate standing ovation. Some weep openly. Even Saddam sheds a tear. Outside, the named men are loaded onto trucks and taken to prison. In the following days, 68 trials begin. 22 men, including 5 top council members, are sentenced to death. But Saddam's control doesn't end there. He appoints executioners, none experienced killers, but all loyal Ba'ath Party members. They are gathered in the same building where the conspirators supposedly planned their coup. Blindfolded and kneeling in the yard, the condemned await their fate. The executioners prepare their weapons, nervous and uncertain. Meanwhile, outside, a massive crowd has gathered. Thousands of Iraqis waving flags, chanting praises for Saddam, condemning the traitors. This grim spectacle is designed for one purpose: to send an unmissable message. One by one, Saddam's former comrades fall under the bullets of these reluctant executioners. Some miss at first, their hands shaking. The executions are brutal, raw, and merciless. Saddam watches, satisfied. This, he thinks, is an excellent beginning to his reign. But as the dust settles on this bloody purge, the question lingers: what will come next? Just 5 months later, Saddam Hussein launches a devastating war against Kuwait, and the fate of a nation hangs in the balance. The purge was only the beginning. Saddam's ruthless rise didn't stop there. Just months later, he would launch a war that would shake the entire region. What was his next move? How far was he willing to go to stay in power?
5 months ago, Saddam Hussein started this cruel war against Kuwait. Tonight, the battle has been joined.
If you want to uncover the full story behind Saddam's reign of terror, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started.